Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Zero Escape 999. I'm back here with B, as always.
Hi.
And last time we went down this left route right here and encountered some very interesting things.
Yes.
Santa has
Too
the
bad we're not
gun.
finishing that up.
Yeah, Santa has the gun. Santa took June through the 9 door. We were locked out, couldn't do anything, and then the world flashed. We're not gonna do that. Anyhowsen. Over here, where we choose the number 3 door.
Hi, Ray.
Alright. Let's go and skip through this real quick. Hello, Reyes. Alright, you ready to see door 3?
Yes, I am very ready. Hold on, I'm downloading something very quickly. Okay, yes, door 3.
I want to go through door number 3. No, you can't. Huh? Why? Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3. To Mimcubus?
Mimcubus? Nice. I don't know who that is.
I don't either. Why? The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8. The VA of Yuri from Yuri on Ice. Oh, cool!
Oh, right! Yes, I met them. I met her. I have a signature from her. She's lovely.
That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door. Oh, I see. That means 1 team would get left behind. That's right.
Well, too fucking bad. We're going through door 3.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8. No, they're fine. We've got 3 options. No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
Santa began to explain.
Option A. F3, 5, and 8 go through door 7. And 4, 6, and 7 go through door 8. Option B. 4, 5, and 7 go through 7. And 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Or option C. 3, 6, and 7 go through 7. And 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
Okay, but what if?
Those are the only 3 options. That's it. Well, I mean, at this point, we don't, like, it's like the thing of, like, oh, we're just probably going to leave fucking
No.
people. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I know. But also at the same time, I'm like, but what if? What if we did a little crazy thing and left more people behind?
Well, at least if we want all 6 of us to get out of here. Wait.
That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divided into 2 teams. 3, 5, 8, and 4, 6, 7. Plan B divided into 2 teams. 4, 5, 7, and 3, 6, 8. Plan C divided into 2 teams. 3, 6, 7, and 4, 5, 8.
But that means...
There was one thing they all had in common.
5 and 6 can never be on the same team. If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go in the same one.
June and Junpei had been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone else on the ship. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You got 2 choices, 7 or 8. Can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die. So, what are you gonna do? 7 or 8? Time to choose.
Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was,
Well, it's gotta be door 3.
take the risk and choose door 3.
Sorry, Santa. I still want to go through door 3. What? That's nuts. You gotta be crazy. Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door? I'm just...
Junpei paused. I feel it in my bones. He swallowed the words he'd been about to say.
I'm just curious about door 3, that's all. That doesn't explain shit. Oh, I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you just come with me.
With that, he began walking toward the door. Their curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the number 3 door. Junpei stopped.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me? What? Why? Please, just do it.
He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner.
Happy? Yeah, thanks. Number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Yep, I think...
Junpei thought about his answer for a moment.
I think I might have found another way out. What? What?
Really? That got them excited. Just as Junpei had intended.
Now please, June?
Okay. Seven plus 6 equals 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. With those 2 numbers in the red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner, and the 3rd asterisk blinked on. 4 plus 5 equals 9.
All right. The only people that haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it? Think about it.
Oh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes. And what would be a digital root if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
Well, there you go. Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to? I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting. Waiting for what? I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
Junpei laid his hand almost casually on the lever.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! The hell stuff you're going on about is all bullshit? Bullshit? I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I figured out another way to get out of here? Well, this is it. Why the hell would you do something like this?
Junpei glanced at June. Jumpy?
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June? That's it?
Santa was furious. His face was red, and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly, and then opened the door again.
People
Or
are
open them
not
again.
gonna like us after this.
Oh no, because we're gonna come back out the door,
Mhm.
and they're gonna realize that it was all for nothing, and we're gonna get stabbed.
Yes. So, who's it gonna be? Santa? Or Lotus and Clover? Shit!
Let's go, Clover. Huh? Lotus leapt forward. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei in the door.
Fuck!
Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun.
Oh, ain't that quaint? I like that a lot.
So funny, so funny. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover. No, wait! Santa did not hesitate. He slammed his hand down on the red.
This is insane. This isn't right.
He glared at Junpei, his chest heaving.
Yes, well, you may be right.
Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort.
But...
He turned the red and pulled the lever. With the sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain for 9 seconds. There was no time to think.
Go!
Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth, one after another. No sooner did they enter them than all too familiar noise sounded from their left wrists. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door. No. They stood still, stopped where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed, and they were gone.
Son of a bitch, Junpei. This isn't fair.
Santa rounded on Junpei, lightning crackling in his eyes and his knuckles white.
Do you realize what you just did? You left them out there and they can't... Shut it! That's enough!
It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but Seven.
I'm gonna find the dead, or none of this is gonna matter.
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance of survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, the 4 of them would be...
Less than a minute left. No time for screwing around. Get moving. Damn it! You and I are not done yet, bastard.
They scattered and began to scour the room. Score? Scour?
Scour.
That's how you spell scour?
That is how you spell scour, yes.
That is not how I thought you spelled scour. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
Corridors stretched out in 3 directions, but every one was blocked off by a wall of metal. There was only one way out. One other door.
Over there. It's gotta be behind the door.
Seven ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled. Dead body.
A body has been discovered.
Discovered! A body has been discovered.
If we ever do that game, that is what I'm making him sound like.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
That is, I will do that voice the whole time.
Damn, it's pitch dark inside. I can't see a thing.
Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room.
No, wait.
Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right wall.
I found it. The dead's right over here.
He stepped into the room.
Whoa. What? The floor's slippery?
Dead body. He stopped and glanced down at his feet. Guys, you don't have time to be looking at your feet.
What was...
What was...
Hey, what are you doing? There's something... Get over here!
Junpei felt Seven's heavy hands against his back and stumbled across the room. The three other piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing that could be easily identified, only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say so.
Quick! Get to the dead!
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light blinking at them over and over and over.
There it is.
In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel.
It's just that easy.
Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air. As his breathing began to return to normal, he glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
Oh, it stopped. Oh, it stopped.
Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the large man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this. What the?
The sound of retching came from Santa's direction.
Oh, what the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
So desperate had they been in their race to the dead that no one had noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible, nauseating stench like burnt and rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took.
You're right. This is...
He felt his stomach clench and bile rise up into his throat.
Well, let's just get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
The light that spilled in from the door barely illuminated the small switch played next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked toward it.
You squelchy.
Cookie.
He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers towards the switch.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm flipping it on. Watch your eyes. Close them.
Boink! There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the light turned on, June took in a short breath and... A scream echoed through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him.
What? Hey. This is...
What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in the blood like tiny islands of a great Red Sea. A vast, ragged hole had been torn into the torso, and what remained of his intestines spilled out of it like fresh spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti?
Mom's spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and become stuck there as they dried.
Globules.
Globules of yellowish fat had left trails like tiny slugs as gravity pulled them down the wall, even as they dried to it.
Looks like an explosion.
Seven's voice was low and strained.
Just like Nightman. Detonating his bracelets out of the bomb in his gut. Oh god! The bone's coming out of his left arm. It's definitely an open fracture.
It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs were both bent in an odd, unnatural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. Ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
The face is the worst. Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head had simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket, the yellow piping, and the gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
Is that Snake?
Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh my god.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen? Hang on. I want to see if I can actually play it. I don't think I can, actually.
Damn.
Because I can't go back, technically.
Aww.
Yeah, because it's... Oh well. I'll show it to you off stream later.
Okay, just imagine I screamed. That's fine. Suddenly, June was screaming. Oops. Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream, full of insanity and not entirely human. Damn, if only I could scream. I could do that. No! 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 She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei could hear the sound of hair tearing.
Hey, stop! Calm down.
He grabbed for her wrist.
Hey!
But as he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit. Please, get me out of here! You have to let me out of here! She screamed at the door, and her fist slammed against it with a hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles. June's gonna kill us. Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
She screamed again, a desperate, mindless cry. Her fists flailed against the door. Get me out of here, please. Please, just let me out.
June!
Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arms around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No, get off me! Let me go! Let me go!
Please, just calm down.
She scrambled for a moment, her legs skittering across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared, and her body went limp in Junpei's arms. June collapsed towards the floor, and Junpei knelt down with her. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Was she crying? A moment later, she began to sob. Her shoulders shook, and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain.
Look, we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's gonna be okay, Connie.
Her name was a whisper.
I'll be with you, okay?
She nodded once. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy. Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently.
Look what you fucking did, Junpei. Look what you did, you dumbass.
Yeah, you wanted to not be away from her, and oh no, you gave her more trauma.
Oh no, a dead body.
A dead body you discovered.
Look at you, dumbass. You went through all that effort to not show her the ninth man's body in the other route, like earlier, and now you're just fucking here.
Mm-hmm.
Circumnavigated to the wrong end of the earth.
Mm-hmm. His face was so close to her. This is not the time to. First of all, don't fucking sniff her hair, sir. This is not the time.
No, I don't think it's on purpose. He's like right there, you know?
No. Okay, here's the thing though. You can sniff her hair, but you can't be like, wow, this is such a nostalgic. This is such a nostalgic scent as she's sobbing.
You know, that's really fair. I'm gonna be 100%. A lot of people agree that this route Junpei is the worst Junpei out of all 5 of them.
Oh, absolutely. This bitch sucks. I hope he gets stabbed.
Yeah.
I hope we
Like
get stabbed.
right here, like this route Junpei is infinitely worse than all of the other Junpeis at the end of these.
The one that we're currently in is the worst.
But yeah, like people agree that this
Makes
Junpei
sense.
is the worst Junpei.
I can see that. Literally. So here's the thing. Right? Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to stay with me on this.
Okay.
Mild yandere Junpei.
Maybe, yeah. Just
Right?
yeah.
Considering he literally was willing to sacrifice other people just so he could go down the same route as his girlfriend.
Not even. They haven't seen each other for like a decade.
I know, quote unquote girlfriend. Also, in the true ending, we haven't been in a room with her like ever.
Yeah, because we went this
Right?
one, and then we
Yeah.
went down this one right here, which we also don't go with her in. We spent time with everyone except Akane.
I have to watch your stream because I can't see your cursor.
Oh yeah, because I'm just saying this one as I'm just on a screen.
yeah. And I'm just like, uh-huh.
Yeah, no, yeah, like I
Mhm.
gotcha.
Yeah, totally. Ooh, boy. But yeah, this bitch sucks.
Yeah. Also, look at his dumbass face, dude.
He's like, I'm so strong. I will protect you with my twink body.
Do you feel better?
Ew, don't say that. No, she just looked at a dead body. Just because you're holding her in your arms does not make her feel better.
God, this
Anyways,
Junpei's such a fucking twat, dude.
he needs that mug. Like, he needs that mug that says UNT with the handle.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where it makes the handle makes a C.
Yeah.
So it's a UNT. That's what he needs. He needs that mug to be bashed over his head.
But I'd like to stay here. For a little while, at least. Jumpy's body is so...
In front of my salad? In front of Seven and Santa?
The other two are just like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
They're like, they have trauma too. Are we not gonna do just a family bonding hug?
Hey, I'd give Seven a hug.
I would too.
Santa, you're on thin fucking ice, buddy.
Yeah, Santa's on fucking thin ice. I don't even know if he'd want a hug.
Yeah. Seven has done us no wrong ever, dude.
Except, yeah. Well, no, yeah. You know, he's literally never. He is. Oh, what's the? I'm trying to think of the character's name. He's like the robot from. I think his name is One. He reminds me of kind of like the robot from the Sonic game.
Oh, yeah, I'm also forgetting his name. I was like
I think
Omega
it's, like,
something.
One. It's like Omega 1 or something like
Yeah.
that. Anyways, vibes.
Yeah. Man, you're talking about dad vibes? Seven is the real dad vibes, dude.
No, honestly, false dad. Fucking Ace over there is a false dad.
I can't get over this. Like, this line is so weird, dude.
In the middle, like literally in front of my salad.
Bro,
in front of my salad.
Their shoes are bloody with little bits of flesh.
Also,
they
where's
stepped
the
in
blood
that
in her
shit.
hands?
Yeah, that's fair.
Do better art. No, I'm kidding. This is beautiful art. But because I know that plaid is really fucking hard to draw, especially on like folded clothing. Ew. Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried.
Dang, they were
What
just there
the
for like
fuck?
5 minutes?
Several minutes.
Several, yeah.
That's at least 7. Junpei stood up. They were sitting in the blood.
Well, no, they were like in the middle of the room. They were in the middle of the room. Because like they were
That could
banging
be
on
near
that
the
door
blood.
over there, so.
Oh, okay. Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June's, and helped her up to her feet, like a fucking toddler.
Baby, need a snacky?
Need some milkies?
No, don't say that. Not in this context. Don't say that in this context.
Some graham crackers?
There
Some
you go.
Grammys? Some graham crackers? Some frosted animal crackers?
Man, I could go for some graham crackers right now, dude.
God, some circus animal crackers sound really fucking good right now. But they, oh my god, frosted animal crackers used to give me such a fucking sugar high as a kid. Because they tasted weird in my mouth.
Bro, speaking of like sugary shit, okay, so as a kid, I did not like to eat applesauce, right?
Okay.
But I like to smell applesauce. So what
No,
I would
that's
do,
such a mood.
so what
That
I
is a
would do is I would open an applesauce packet, take a big old whiff out of it, and then give it to my mom when I was like a toddler.
Mood. That is a mood. Oh my god, there was one time. So my grandmother, she has a special recipe for icing. And it's like my favorite thing on this earth. I love her icing. It's so good. And one time she was making it because we were going to make cupcakes, and she put down the bucket because she just made like a ton of icing, and then we would like, you know, come over, do something, and she would like scoop out a little bit, and we would put like the dye in and whatever. She puts this big bucket in front of my toddler brother, and she looks away for a moment to help me do something with the cupcakes that we're working on, and she hears a noise, turns around, and my brother's head is just in the bucket. Just in the bucket, and he takes his head out, and his face is covered. It's in his hair. Like...
That's lovely, dude. That sucks. Bro,
children are great.
I wish
great.
I could stick my whole head in a bucket of icing. Like, as an
You
adult.
can! You can!
Yeah, I know, but then there's consequences to my actions. Then it's all in my hair, and then I gotta go take a shower. And if I had already washed my hair that day, then I gotta wash it again, which is not good
Ew.
for my scalp.
That is fair. That is fair. I need to do better on my scalp. My poor scalp. My poor scalp is dying. Anyways.
I take a shower. I
Frank!
wash myself. I just don't wash my hair every
We're
day. 'cause
in
it's
the
not,
showers.
It's not good for your head to, like, soap and shampoo it every day.
Mm-hmm. That's why I do it, I try to remember to do it every other day. Sometimes it's a little hard with my work schedule, but I try to do it every other day. To the best of my abilities. And not like, not like deep conditions. Sometimes I do deep conditions like twice a month maybe. Sometimes just once a month.
Yeah, because it fucks with the
Once a month.
natural oils of your hair.
Exactly.
Hey, Frank, you want to
sometimes
know something? You're also not supposed to shower every day.
Yeah. Again, that's why I do it every other day.
They both did not speak. Unlike us. We've just been fucking
Oh.
yapping.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anyways, the baby, the toddler.
Ugh. Are they done yet?
Hi. Neither did Seven or Santa. A person was dead. A body had been discovered. They had died in that room in a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. What job do you think Seven has? There's a part of me.
Oh, I
right,
know what it is.
that like I know you know what it is, but there's a part of me, right, that's like, I was thinking about it, and it's like, there's no way, because like, so Lotus said that she quit her job, right?
Yeah, probably like when she had her kids.
But like, we don't know what she does now, but we do know that all of the clothing that we are wearing is what we were kidnapped in.
Mm-hmm.
We were not given new clothes. So I only can imagine what this woman was doing. And no shade, do what you need to do. But there's also a part of me that's like, could you imagine? Right. I think like the worst case scenario for Lotus specifically is if she was, it's like her last show of the day, like if she's in a showroom type thing, and she gets asked to do a private room, and then she just gets kidnapped in that private room.
Yeah.
Like, that's worst case scenario, but like, I want to know what she does now.
That or she was just going to a
What
costume
is-
party or some shit. Or that's just her normal wardrobe.
If that's her normal wardrobe, I worry about her kids. Not in like a bad way. Like, I don't think her outfit is like being bad, is like a bad look on her for her kids.
That or that's
depending
what
on
she
how
sleeps
old-
in. Which would be a weird
that would-
thing.
That would be a really bad given all the jewelry.
Ah, time to kill someone.
I got you.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I got you.
I was about to say, you want to know what would be really funny? It's like, it's just what her husband's into.
Oh, can you imagine? She gets a note and says to put on that outfit, and then
And then she
She
gets
gets
gassed. She gets fucking gassed, dude.
that would be the funniest shit.
Or
Poor-
no,
poor
like
Lotus.
she wants to surprise her husband and then gets gassed.
Oh no, poor Lotus. Anyways, there's no way that any of them could forget it, but morning would be no good because that bitch is really dead.
Morning wood?
They had
What?
shit to
Oh
do.
shit, wrong wood.
They spread out. Oh my god, really quickly. I need to turn it into a YouTube short, but we were playing It Takes Two. Me and Reyes were playing It Takes Two, and there's a tug of war thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was me as Cody, him playing May. I had my controller and I was using my controller and I won. And Reyes was like, well, it's only because you're on controller and I'm on keyboard. And I was like, oh, bet. So I did it on keyboard, still won. And he's like, how are you so good at this? And I said, because I'm a girl. Because I just had to hit one button over and over again.
Yeah. It do be like that.
And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, don't worry about
What am I to fucking do with you sometime? Maybe I should just ban you from my channel. Just all of them. You're no longer allowed to be here.
Damn, I see how it is.
How dare you do that to your own son?
He figured it out and then, looked down upon me. He's like, how dare you in front of your own son, so it's fine.
Exactly. Same thought processes. Processes? Whatever.
Processes.
There we go.
Processes.
Oh, we better get to it. While we're doing that, I'm gonna pop a little piece of candy into my mouth, since I don't need
Ooh,
taco
what
that
kind?
much. It's a matcha milk candy that I just munching on every so often.
Ooh, matcha? Cute.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they're like they're like these hard candy things.
Nice. You know what? I'm gonna eat some candy really quick too. I've been really loving these Nerds gummy clusters. So,
All right, let's see, and we can actually look at this LR thing that you've been bitching and moaning about all this time.
hey, I bet you moaned about it once.
Those letters written in blood. LLR. I think might be some sort of
Oh, I do see the other O.
dying message from Snake? No, that's impossible. You saw the body? You ain't doing anything after something like that happens to you.
Yeah.
Then this... Oh, the way the blood's dried tells me it's real old. Whatever blood this is, well, it ain't Snake's. Then you're saying the blood was put here a long time ago? Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
When we get out of here, Lotus is gonna smack us across the face.
Mm-hmm. Rightly so.
I can feel it. Rightly so. But I can feel it in my bones. Junpei reached for the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was June.
The rabbit hunch.
Huh?
He turned around. June still looked sadly pale, and there was a smile on her face. But there was a smile on her face.
Oh, you just reminded me of it. Rabbit hunch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy in the broom. You were always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was?
Don't you remember?
Junpei stared at the broom in his hand.
You mean you don't remember that summer either?
She looked very sad. He shook his head.
Well, of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible. Oh, this is gonna be fucked, by the way.
What do you mean?
Rosie.
They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry.
Look at little baby Akane.
Aww.
I say baby, she's in the 6th grade.
I mean, that's still a baby.
Yeah, that's
a
not like baby
10-year-old.
enough. What the fuck do you... What?
No, sorry, sixth grade?
Yeah, 6th grade would
That's 12.
be... Yeah, about 12. I was like, what 10-year-olds do you know that are in the 6th grade?
No, I... He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. What? Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop.
And then just smile.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. What the fuck happened to the rabbits? You held my hand and you looked very serious and you said, "Don't cry. I'm going to catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were going to catch the killer together.
She did it. She killed them. June smiled, and a little of the flush of life returned to her cheeks. Killed them. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited.
I'm sure I can get rid of this message real quick, actually. But that one's still there, so...
What message? What are you talking about?
Because I still see the, Yeah, let me check on...
It's not on your screen.
Oh, shit, I don't know, because it's on my chat pop-up. I know. Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Because normally it also, like, gets rid of it on there, too. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Walesers.
It's probably... Do you have, like, the,
No, it's fine. I'll just ignore it on my end.
Okay. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's Akane Kuroshiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, because I'm the one who killed them. But the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know? He felt the same way. I have a theory, okay?
Okay.
My theory is that she's the one who fucking killed the rabbits. Because she showed up, Junpei wasn't there, had a little brain break, killed the rabbits.
No.
That's my current working theory.
Who knows?
Also, if you go to the route thingy-madoodler.
The flow chart? Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question.
Mhm.
If we go from 3, like the third one, to the fourth one on the current route that we're going to, is it different than if we go from where your current little man is to doing that little dot to doing into the fourth one?
This one, I don't exactly recall what this one does. All I know is that it just leads down here. This is just picking the
Yeah, that's the 1, 6, and 2.
Yeah, the one door, I think this is. No, this is the this is the one door. This is the 2 doors. This is the 6 door, I think.
No, because we picked 6 to go down the middle.
Okay, then this is the 2 door.
Because that's the one that she wanted to pick. Because the first time we picked the one Akane wanted to go down. The second time we picked the 1 door, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because this is Aces. This is Akane's. This one would be it would be Snake's. But Snake is not with us.
Dead.
Well, not. He's just in he's in the coffin.
He's kind of dead.
Schrodinger's snake, you know? He'll run out of air eventually.
Sorry, I just got an update on what my new toggle is looking.
Oh,
Looking like I'm
wow.
really excited. I'm very excited for the new toggle. Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking taking on a lot more than we could handle.
Ooh. Oh no, that one was me. Shit.
Oh shit, that was you. Oh, sorry.
I didn't realize. I just went with it, dude. I didn't realize. I saw the J's. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
so
no, that
did
sounds
I.
right, right?
I saw JUN and was like, oh, I'll continue
Yeah, there you
talking,
go.
sure.
Although, you know, if you think about it, we're probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
Huh? What do you mean?
She looked at him, confused.
Well, come on. We were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually shown up, probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried. Because you were...
You said you were going to kick their shit in.
Yeah. I mean, duh.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were there with me.
Wow!
She blushed furiously.
You know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the subject.
I was the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
Yeah, because I mean, that's because you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it wasn't the rabbits, you were gonna make me do something else. You know how school was. Figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
B, you're
Ray,
trying
what
to
do
get
you
your
mean?
attention.
What, Ray? You can hit the next button. It'll take him a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
See Frank's reply to your submission to Smash or Pass. No.
Alright. Go pull up Twitter. I'll pull up Twitter on my end. I need to see this.
This is incest.
No, I mean, you can, okay, I'm gonna be real here. Saying a family member looks, like, attractive, I think that's flattery to your family member, you know?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause-
And also, I said that I want my own category of being the mother.
That too. Like, whenever my brother gets dressed up, man, I tell him he looks good, because, you know, he's gonna fucking get it.
There's a best friend section. Exactly! I
Exactly.
am not smashable. That's the thing.
Yeah. and-
I end up in the friend category every fucking time.
I'm not playing the Alabama
Really?
card. I'm saying, you know, whatever, Frank. You know what?
Technically, he would have played the Texas card.
You know what?
but-
Fuck you, Frank. You look dirty, stinky, and evil all at once, all the time.
Oh, bye, Ray. Have fun streaming.
Bye, Ree.
We can rate him when we're done.
Probably. Yeah. I'll see who was on after this. Well,
Anyways.
yeah, yeah, it is.
He nodded quickly and much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away at something very important.
Look, broom in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, I mean, of course.
There hadn't been a reason, of course. That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June. But it had been so long ago, he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he felt back then. It would be so embarrassing.
No, it's not, dude. It's the easiest fucking shit. Like, I have told so many
Literally.
people that like back in like middle school, like early middle school, like, hey, yo, I'm be so fucking for real. Yeah, I know I had a crush on you, dude. I've done that so many times. It's the easiest thing. You laugh at yourself. Don't kill the part of you that is cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes.
And I didn't really have crushes.
Yeah, Miss
Wow.
Demi over here, right? Right? I'm not.
That's me.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Whew, I'm not tripping.
You are not, though. I am very boring. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We gotta figure out a way out of this room. Well, I mean, otherwise.
Yes.
I'm gonna go look over there.
Exactly, you once had a crush. There's no room in your heart for love, Frank. We all know this.
There's only room for the boat. June nodded curtly, then turned and walked away.
Oh, I should get back to it myself. What the fuck am I gonna... Yeah! Squelch. Ah! Oh, that's right. The pool of blood.
Junpei turned around and looked at the room. At Snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse. What were we doing? Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess.
Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find.
Yeah, to death of rabbits.
Exactly. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting to so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him.
Oh, that's actually kind of cute, Frank. That's kind of cute.
Adorable. Aww.
I have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out of here, too.
As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live.
Anyhow, we got a broom.
A broom. Sweep, sweep, sweep.
We got a bucket, too.
And a bucket!
Alright.
Toilet.
Sliding wall that separates the toilets.
What do you think that is?
It looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. I doubt just pouring some water in is going to help much either.
What about hot water?
Hot water?
If we had some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe that would wash it off.
Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep!
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
I have not played Baldi's Basics before, so... But I've seen enough videos that it's like, oh yes, no, I can hear that in my head.
I have no idea what I mean, I know what Baldi's Basics is, but I've never seen, like, any gameplay of it.
Oh, there's nothing in the toilet. If there was, that'd be gross. Nothing usual about this toilet, thank God. Let's see here. I already checked all 3 toilets, you know? Nothing unusual there. Okay. Let's see. There's a piece of paper tied to the pipe with a wire. Notice drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes, and so may cause the drain to overflow. Okay, I don't think I know. I don't think I remember that one. So, maybe I can use the shower to feel the bucket with hot water. Hey, 7, can you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. Okay, sure thing. Hot water, let's go. Oh, wrong one. This one. in the toilet bowl. If you flush the hot water from the bucket, then that should clean it up. Oh, do I have to like... There we go. Let's try to pour the hot water into this tank and...
Wait, but what about the... What about...
It's fine, we'll get in a bit. Looks like you filled it up. Now I should be able to flush it, right? Probably a handle somewhere in the tank you can pull. Think so? Serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Got it. Screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Okay. Let's see.
No, look at the... No, look inside the thing. Look inside the thing.
Oh, we just gotta click. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it goes just like a toilet should work. 185 equals, sure. Stuff's washed off.
8, 9.
Writing numbers. See it?
5. The answer is 5.
185 equals... What is this?
You got me. Looks just like numbers.
Gobbledygook, truly.
Okay. Oh, wait. Ooh, toilet paper. Oh, hang on. I remember. This is actually a fun combination. What if I wrap the toilet paper around the broom?
Well,
Yeah. Oh, so you wrap toilet paper on the broom, huh? Like the symbols line up perfectly, because there was symbols on the toilet paper.
oh, okay.
It says 634 plus... Okay. One box, something in here. Luminol.
Terrifying, right?
Wait. You don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? You know what luminol is?
Scary? No, I have no idea.
It's like that, it's like glow-in-the-dark spray that they use at crime scenes photos, you know? It's that stuff.
Okay.
Alright, I'll get it.
You should know. You
I'll
watch a lot of
understand.
like the crime, whatever the fuck things.
I do, in fact, watch a lot of dead people.
Like you see how like they like the crimes people like spray shit on the walls sometimes and then turn out the lights.
And then the black light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what luminol is.
Hey. Gotcha.
But you don't think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? Well, yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here. But maybe I should try it just in case. Okay, light switch. Aha! Left, right, left. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. So, left, right, left. Shit. Oh, it's left, right. Okay. Left, right. Left, right, left. Well, I did what it said on the wall. Wonder if it actually did anything. Hey, this drain's acting up. What the hell did you do? Well, let's just mess with the valves a little. Nothing big. This one. Usual about this toilet? Is it... Oh, is it the ones over here? Oh, wait. Aha!
Jumpy, the cart is floating.
It's like the water floated the cart up out of the drain. And then we can use the screwdriver. The cart's floating in the water.
No, click the... Yeah, there you go.
Flowing the pipe on the right. Water's pouring out of the drain. Blue key card.
The blue key card!
We definitely have talked about this because we talked about the symbol
Yes.
before. So
Yes.
good old Lotus, you know.
Lesbians.
Put that
It's
down.
one of the...
Oh, and then I think we have the lock as well. It was 6 plus 6, 3, 4. And then there was 9. This is...
And the other one was 14.
So that's 5 plus is 9. Okay. Nothing happens when I press these buttons. Well, looks like the power's on. Wondering to deal with those things that says lock up there, though. Okay. Oh, hey, the blue light just came on. And then you have to press the buttons. Red and blue. Oh, so we need another key, I guess? Or would there be another card? Oh, wait. It's a thermometer.
Can you get it off?
No. Screwed onto the wall. Aha! Hey, Junpei. You know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit? That shit. No, can't say I ever thought about that. Do you know why, B?
Because you'd be dead to see it above.
Close enough, yeah. At 107 degrees, cells in human bodies start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. Proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard boil an egg. If you cool it down afterwards, well, go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point. Oh, yeah? Yeah, but it's pretty rare for fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually track the body temperature to up to 107. Unless you're Keith. What was it? It was like 104, I think.
Something like that. I think the highest I ever got. I know I've told you this story, but there was a time in high school where so the night before I had done. Okay. So they said that they were going to put us in alphabetical order. However, if anyone needed to leave early, we should go first. And my friend, whose last name started with an A, and me were like, oh, this is fine. Like, we'll be fine. My last name does not start with an A. And I didn't realize that what I should have done, because she was the one taking me home, I should have just gone sooner. But no! Anyways, I sat in a cold corner waiting for my turn. So I got really sick. And I had a fever the next day of 102.7.
Wow.
And which means I couldn't go to callbacks.
Oh no.
And they had to call the director to come into the nurse's office because I was having a little bit of a breakdown on the prospect that I wasn't going to be able to go to callbacks.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. And the thing that really sucked, I didn't get a role in the show.
No.
I mean, I was in the background and I did other stuff, but like I didn't get anything like worthwhile, and it made me really sad. Because it was Grease, and I really like Grease.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. Like, Grease is like just one of your favorite shows.
It's one of my favorite shows, yeah. I think it's insane, but it's one of my favorite shows. I like Grease 2 better. People can, hate me for that, but... I mean, I like both of them, but Grease 2 I like more, so...
There are, of course, other examples. External things that could. Well, like what? Well, let's say something like getting blocked in a sauna. Or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death. Sir?
My guy?
Well, yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, got it. Huh? What's up? Nothing. Forget about it. What was all that about? Thermometer.
Can you imagine? Like, they start planning our death.
It's open at the bottom of the gauge. I wonder what that means. When it gets that hot, something will open? Do it again? Yeah, I can get this hot water on the thermometer, then maybe... Alright, thermometer, let's get this party started. Yep, looks like it's doing the trick. There goes the gauge. Now it's at the open mark. Huh? Oh, it opened. What's this? It's like there's a piece of paper in here. 957. But oh, there's 3 sheets of paper then?
I guess.
Okay.
That was the second one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else we can. Cause I guess we need a second note. No. Well, water. So it came in. No point. Okay. Wiping the stairs is the body.
Can you go
To the
there?
door?
Can you click on any of those? No, any of the stalls.
Oh no!
from
Whenever
this.
I do that, that's when it says like I already checked those 3 stalls. Nothing there.
Okay. Trust me,
Okay.
stop fucking touching them.
You have to press the buttons.
Okay, what the note that we currently have? The note that we currently have. What is the number it makes when we add them all together?
So this one is.
So 9, 5, and 7.
So okay, this one's
So-
4, the other one's 5, and this one is. That's 5. It's
It's 14.
12. So this is 3.
Okay.
So we got 3, 4, 5. Okay.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
Another press the buttons. We need the red light to turn on.
What are we missing? Is there anything with the toilet papers and stuff?
I mean, we already checked up here. This is where the
Yeah, but is there anything like else?
No,
No?
not that I can see.
Hmm.
Lights.
Camera action.
Can I like? No. No. Anything? Can I do anything here? Might be something in the tank, you know. I was hoping that. Fucking. God damn it. Sure.
Love
Okay.
it.
Fine. Cool.
Huh? The blue light. What the fuck?
The
The red
fuck?
light's on instead.
No. Oh, red then blue. Okay.
Good job, Jumpy. But the lights are on now.
Condescending ass bitch.
Now you just need to put in the password.
Both lights are on. We should be able to enter the password now. Set the E and C buttons. E means enter and C means clear, I think. So after you put in the password, hit E. You screw it up, hit C. Oh, wait. Hang on. No, I don't think we need
What?
digital. I think we just need the actual whole ass numbers.
Okay. Well, the one in the toilet is
187?
185.
Oh,
No,
185. Yeah. This is 957
So that's 14.
plus 985. Right?
What?
Hang on.
The one that we're currently looking at. Hold on. No, go back. The
Hang on,
one we
wait,
are
wait.
currently.
This 185. Okay.
That's what I said.
My bad. I heard 985 and I'm a bit of a dumbass.
No, it's 185.
Okay.
Okay, 957 is
185.
14. So it's 14 plus 7, which would make it 21.
No, I mean like we need to add like this is 957. Add it onto 185. add
Okay,
it
hold on.
onto-
Give me a second.
I have a
Hold on, hold on,
calculator
hold on,
in
let
my
me-
hand. I have a
Okay,
calculator in my
you
hand.
do it then. Okay, you do that. You do it more. You do it better.
634. Yeah, that is exactly 4 numbers. Okay.
I look so tiny next to you.
You want me? Hang on.
No, it's fine.
Oh wait,
I
no, that is
just
just your
realized-
torso. Oops.
Yeah, I am so tiny.
Hang
Why
on.
am I so tiny?
There we go. I fixed it.
Here we go.
I
I'm
think that's
so-
good. I think that's
Hold on.
good.
Maybe it's a me issue. It might be. Oh my god, it's a me issue. Give me a second. I need to unlock myself. There we go.
Okay, let me resize you just down a tad, just so you can be
I
right
have-
here.
I have resized myself.
There we go. I think that's good. It should be fine. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. Okay.
I just looked so small.
So 1776 Yeah. Then we should be. We did it!
We're so cool.
You found it.
Wow.
Let me see here. Okay. There's a large. Oh, that's you. Oops.
There's a large iron door at the end. Literally, Lotus is going to be holding a sobbing Clover, and we're just gonna enter, and they're gonna be
They're
like,
like, hey, guys. So, we found something. Something that you guys would need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Clover,
But
guess
that also
what?
means, yeah, but that also means that we don't like. We've only got so many options because we only went through one other thing, and they don't want to go through. They might not want to go through the other doors.
Well, not with us.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look. Huh? What are you doing, Seven? Well, I
Killing
figure we
you.
might want to come back here sometime. So I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting. Well, all right, let's go.
Interesting.
Jumpy, look.
What's up?
What's on the wall there?
Oh, yeah, I think it's a map of the ship's interior. It says sea deck.
No, that's me. That was me.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It says sea deck.
So it's a map of the floor then? Oh wait, why are we here? There we go. That's what I'm used to. Well, I have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now.
Junpei folded the map and stuffed it into his pocket. Back at the door, the four of them lined up in front of it. Santa stepped forward. He grabbed hold of the door and then turned to look back at the rest of them.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
They nodded. Santa nodded back and threw the door open.
Oh my god, a bear!
Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah, no, thanks. I mean, thanks for the free fucking follow. Sure. Bye, guy.
Account created 34 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, bye-bye.
Ugh.
All four of them. Oh, that's you.
All four of them leapt through.
Ha! Oh, what the? You're shitting me.
It took only a moment for them to realize where they were.
We're back?
They had been there only a short time ago.
Huh.
It was a large hospital room filled with countless beds. Lotus and Clover looked up as they entered. Ace was there as well, although he looked as though he had only just woken up. Clover, Lotus, and Ace! I'm glad you're all okay. Lotus, what are you...
Pow!
The moment they spotted Junpei, Lotus and Clover headed straight for him. As she neared him, Lotus drew back her hand
Owie.
and slapped him, open-palmed, across the face. How could you do that to us? Her face was furious. She grabbed Junpei by the collar and shook him violently. Clover didn't touch him, but the hate in her eyes was no less potent. It was Seven who stopped them.
Knock it off. You got bigger shit to worry about right now.
His deep voice echoed across the massive room. Lotus glared at Seven, but let Junpei go after one last vicious shake. What?
Well, go have a look. Oh shit, you're just in the alternate cells, dude?
Yeah.
I stuck a screwdriver in the door. Door over there, door without a number. So as long as the screwdriver's there, can't shut, so you can get in there. Shower room past there, stuck a broom at the door too. Well, anyways, go have a look.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door?
Yeah, about the size of it.
What the hell is in there?
Dead body. Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
That is such, like, drunk dad, like booze dad energy. Fine. Let's go. Lotus and Clover looked at one another for a moment, then nodded and stepped through the door.
Alright, Clover, time for you to be depressed again.
Yep, have fun looking at your not brother's dead body. By then, Ace had made his way to them, moving with the stiff, shuffling step of someone who has only just awoken from a lengthy slumber.
My goodness. Ugh. No, I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I think it would happen so soon, though.
Ace shook his head weakly.
Should I go as well? Yeah.
Seven nodded, even though you're the one who pushed him in, bucko.
Oh, very well.
Ace followed Lotus and Clover with his stiff, tired gait.
Ellipses. I love ellipses.
The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl. It sounded like the noise of a ghost would make. No matter how many times he heard it, he never got used to it. Every time it put him on edge. It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more like a ghost than a living human should.
Sorry, Clover.
It was Clover. She sat on the edge of the bed, her head drooping listlessly onto her chest. Her eyes were blank and stared across the room at nothing. Her breathing was slow and mechanical. Aside from the rise and fall of her chest, she didn't move. Junpei felt as if even a nudge might cause her to shatter into 1,000 pieces.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was.
Seven lowered his voice, likely in an effort to keep Clover from hearing what he had said. There were 4 other people in the room with Junpei and Seven. Ace, Santa, and June, and Lotus.
Hang on. It's really weird because this is technically the same thing as this. But because of
Yeah.
everyone's feelings towards us, we cannot get to this one because no one trusts
Right.
us anymore.
This is fair.
So they just had to like repeat the
What's going on?
They had to
Yeah.
repeat this section right here.
Yeah, because nobody likes us. We're kind of a bitch. Seven looked at each one of them in turn and continued.
It's pretty straightforward. Not hard to figure out how they did it. First, killers got Snake to authenticate on Red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it alone. And they waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once the door shut, it's all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. Probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran to the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it's like he had anything to lose. Fortunately, it didn't work out. Detonator was only activated if everyone who authenticated when they went in used the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. Then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened. I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You had at least 3 people to open one of the number doors, including Snake. and open for Snake and a single killer. Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Junpei crossed his arms and grunted.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do we think Snake was killed? We all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone. Then that means none of us have alibis. We're all off searching for the rooms we assigned, for those parts. Yeah. Because anybody could be a killer.
Question.
Yeah.
Question. What number would be needed if, quote-unquote, we killed Snake? Because we're 5,
yeah,
6,
so we
7.
So we'd need 9 plus 1 in some combination.
Okay.
So, yeah, technically, we need some combination of 10.
Right.
So it'd be us, Santa, and...
Wait, why?
Because we need some combination of... in order for us to have been the one to kill Snake, we would need some
But
combination...
you said a combination of 10, but with our number plus Snake's makes 7. That
Yeah,
would make
that-
17.
yeah,
that
that's
would
what I'm
make
saying.
8.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, I'm trying to... Because, like, us plus... Santa's 3 plus 2, which is... Yeah, so it can't be that one. So it'd be us, Clover, Ace, which doesn't make sense.
But we need to go through door 3.
Yeah.
Why would we need 17?
No. We need some combination of the number 10.
What?
In order for... Okay, wait, so are you asking what would it take for Junpei to have been the killer?
Yes.
Yeah, so we need some combination of the number 10.
But
Like,
that would be one.
without Snake. Without Snake, we need some combination of the number 10.
No.
Yes.
What?
10 plus 2. Well, yeah, 10 plus 2 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Oh, okay. My brain kept thinking that you were saying that it was us plus Snake and then the number 10.
No. We need some combination of 10
I got
without Snake.
confused.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
It's like I'm thinking through that. It'd be us.
And then we would need to make another 5.
Yeah. Which would
would-
very few options.
Yes. Which would basically be 1 and Clover.
Yeah.
We don't have that option, so. Oopsies.
Oopsies.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? June seemed shocked. How could you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. At least 2 of us are murderers. Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? Well, that's what Zero wants, you know. What Zero wants? Exactly. It's gonna be set up by Zero, wasn't it? A game that is a winner and a loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero's trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. Yeah, that's definitely what you want, right, buddy? No suspicion here.
Mm-hmm.
We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Hey, Ace, who am I? What's my face? We're so buddy friendly? Who am I? What's my face?
Yeah, we went into the locker room and I changed clothes with Santa, so I'm actually Santa.
Mm-hmm. No.
Somebody.
You see, Akane, or June, is me. I'm just putting on a very high falsetto.
Mm-hmm. With a honey squeaky voice.
The wabbits!
Oh boy.
Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then, does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes, almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone who should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well? Huh. Good question.
Junpei hadn't really considered that.
If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Junpei. Was Zero still on the ship with them?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh yeah, of course. We know shit.
Yeah.
Of course he was.
Yeah, it was probably not seven. Snake over there, not there. Fuck! Santa, too many S's! I went through literally every S name!
Before you hit the one that you wanted.
Yeah. 7.
I have like so many theories and all of them are probably wrong.
What? I'm very curious. What is your current working theory?
Okay, I've got a couple.
Okay.
Do you want to know like the one that I've been like keeping this entire time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna get to the end of this route by the stream anyway, so
True.
we might as well tangent a little bit.
Okay, so my number one is obviously that it's June.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think June, and here's the thing though. There's a part of me, based on everything that I've witnessed, I think June might have some sort of split personality type thing going on.
Okay.
A little bit. Now, I might be wrong, and she just might be crazy. But there's
Okay.
also a part of me that thinks maybe she has a split personality type thing.
Okay.
So there's that, right?
Okay.
And then there's also a part of me that thinks that it might be 7.
Okay.
Mostly because, well, and also I think it might be June because of the whole fucking ship Egyptian lady thing.
The curse of the Egyptian mummy.
That bitch. But also I think it might be 7. Just like 7 is more vibes.
Okay.
Right? Like,
What's
just
the vibe?
First, the vibe is that he knows enough, but claims to not know. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Because of his amnesia, it gives him enough. Hold on, I've got an itchy eyeball and it's driving me
Of
up
course.
the
Yeah.
wall.
No.
Okay, so he's like got this thing, right, where he's just got like this vibe. Where he's like, yeah. He has like Boo's dad vibes, but at the same time, it's like he knows enough, but also plays dumb. He might be playing dumb. Because anyone can wake up and pretend they have amnesia
Yeah.
and then quote unquote get it back,
Mhm,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that might be what's going on, especially if you consider the ending where we got gassed again.
Uh-huh.
Because the door opens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? The door opens. But here's the other thing. We've seen Zero behind us. We know what Zero's height is. And I feel like it's probably June. Because that bitch is too short. When we've seen Zero, they're not big enough to be 7.
Yeah. Could
So
also.
it's a lot of...
I mean, you also
it's
had
a
a
lot
little
of-
bit of suspicion at Santa, like in the coffin
I
route
did.
as well.
Yes, I did.
And like he is like the same general size. He's twinkish.
Yeah, he's twinkish, and like his whole thing. But like with the true ending, I don't know. It's a maybe, because like the fact that he took June is a little weird. To
I mean, she was the
me.
nearest one by him. That's why. That's the main one that we
That's
can
true.
ascertain.
True, because here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
In the ending where we get gassed, the way he was treating her felt sisterly, especially
Uh-huh.
considering we know that he lost his sister.
Yeah, in the
previous
in the
Notre
previous
game.
Notre game. Yeah.
Which I also have a feeling that that's why Snake is blind.
Oh no! We
and
know
he
we
lost
know
his
it's
arm.
we know it's because of a car accident.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about the car.
He was in a
accident.
bad car
Well,
accident.
But that's the thing though, is we don't know if that's true. It might not be. He might be lying,
Well,
and that's actually
Clover
the
told us
notary
that.
game. Well, Clover might be lying to us.
That's fair.
It might be the notary game where he lost his eyeballs. To see if your sibling will feel it if you get if you become blind. Because there was one time that there was a lady who had multiple personality disorder or dissociative identity disorder. My bad. That's the proper name for it. And one of her, her main personality was blind, but she had another personality that was seeing. But medically, her body was blind, but she would gain sight, like be able to see things and know what color she was looking at. It's like the human body's fucking weird.
Feels you can't see and all that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Fuck Ace. That's all I care about. Fuck that bitch. He sucks.
But
So
I
mad.
don't.
Zero was somewhere on the ship, but Junpei had no idea where. Junpei mumbled to himself, lost in thought.
Where could Zero be hiding?
He's on the ship! Suddenly everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghostly moaning noise. And moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared.
Sup, guys?
Sup,
It was
guys?
Clover.
Clover here.
What's up, my dudes?
Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
To try and bring my brother's dead body back to life. Make sure to ring that bell and I'll bring out a Ouija board.
The more times we see this scene, the more unhinged we get, dude, and I love it.
Honestly.
Cause we stop looking at the drama of it after like the first few times, and we're just like,
Right.
hey guys, I'm back.
That's fine, my brother might be dead.
She looked at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was a cold monotone.
I think Zero is...
You points at Junpei.
You. One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
Gasp!
Gasp!
Same fucking brain cell every time.
That's why we're friends. What? What? Wait,
Huh?
What? What? Huh? What?
Or?
Every human body in the room froze. The one sound was the muffled rustling of breath. Also, I know, I feel it in my bones that this ending, we just die. There is no good part of this ending.
Yeah, like everyone jumps Junpei.
Yes, exactly.
Water.
Drink. Dr. Pepper.
Ah. Damn, you need to drink more water. You need to put more water in your body.
I do it at work. I literally drink 2 large cups of water from the Starbucks.
Cause like literally, I feel like the only time I hear you drinking something, it's Dr. Pepper.
I drink 32 ounces of water at work. Every time I work. I attempt to be good sometimes. I started from face to face. One of the faces of blah blah blah. Jailer, boo.
Who?
Was he one of them? Yes. Well,
Oh
that's
shit, wrong button.
possible.
Ah! Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy?
Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason. Well, no reason? Well, I got a great one. And what's that? Well, the bracelets.
He held out his left arm.
Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It'd be a lot more precise and a lot easier, but... Well, if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet? Huh. I mean, you got a point. Well, I'm not done. Try applying the same idea to the nonary game. All the puzzles here run by themselves. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you, Santa.
Please
Be true. That was the most out of tune I think I've ever done that one. I just started just going, dude.
L is for the way you look at me.
Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Well, why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
Junpei let the question hang in the air and looked at the others. It was Santa who answered. I want to say Satan almost every single fucking time.
So, let's say you and Clover are right, and Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us, or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right? Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
7. When we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right? Yeah, something like that. Alright, then I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like, Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right? Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation. So what do we do if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake, Zero. And, whoever killed Snake equals 0. And 0 equals one of us. 7 and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero's one of us.
No one spoke. Their faces were grim, but Junpei wasn't sure if they believed him or not. Probably not, because you were just a bitch not too long ago. Finally, Lotus spoke up. What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because,
Junpei choked. He hadn't thought of that, and he had to be honest with himself, he had no idea.
I, don't know.
Lotus sighed. Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence. I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Junpei was painfully aware of their eyes on him and their disapproval. He tried to find something else, anything else, to look at. Then, in that horrible silence...
1 a.m. time, baby.
Blah,
I know,
blah,
2 a.m.?
blah.
3 a.m. There we go.
Interesting. They heard a bell begin to ring. It was the clock at the central staircase.
Well, it's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
You know what's funny?
What?
Those clocks could just be set to whatever fucking time Zero wants them to be set to.
I know, and that's the funniest part.
Because
They're just
all
like, oh yeah, totally.
all of the windows are barricaded.
Mm-hmm.
All we know is that
Can't see
part of the
shit.
ship's underwater because we couldn't see under it.
Mm-hmm. Wild shit.
Then we need to move now. 7, Clover, Junpei. I know how you feel, but do you understand that right now it's important to trust one another, don't you? You're right, but
Junpei couldn't bring himself to respond. He swallowed his words. He swallowed the words he wanted to say, and sighed. 7 and Clover remained similarly silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else, very far away.
we must go. We have very little time left.
Ace's words put their feet to moving. Wait. That sentence makes
That's
sense,
a
but also
very
doesn't.
yeah, like to me, it's like I mean, I kind of get it, but like, what does that mean?
Right? They all knew where they were going.
Our next destination is Mercury. Here we go.
They stood in front of the elevators next to the stairs that led to the casino and the kitchen. Between the 2 elevators was a card reader with the Mercury symbol engraved on it. Junpei stood in front of Junpei stood in front of it with the Mercury keycard. Oh, that's the...
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
I see. It's got the Mercury symbol on it. He took a deep breath and slid the card through the reader. Made a small beep, and the lights on the reader blinked to life.
Now we can go.
7 people, including Junpei, climbed onto the elevator.
Beep, beep.
Ding!
Well, looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working. C and bottom, which is what I am.
The rest were destroyed or did nothing when pushed.
Sounds like my love. No, I can't. No, I'm not making that joke. I can't. I'm not making that joke. I'm not making that joke. I'm not making that joke. No. Wait. That was a simple.
I can make that joke. I can make that joke.
Yeah. Time to head down then.
Junpei hit the bottom button, which is what he is.
No, I think Junpei's a switch. I don't think he's a full bottom.
That's fair. It depends on which route you're going with.
Yes,
right?
this Junpei's a bottom.
Yes.
You know,
This one
fucking-
is like an annoying one.
Mm-hmm. Not even like
Toxic bottom.
yeah, not even like annoying in the fun way like a brat is, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's just an asshole. The door closed. Slowly, they began to move downward. Sometime later, all 7 of them stepped off the elevator and onto the bottom deck. They stepped off and saw that the hallway to their right ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end. But not a regular dead end. This is a numbered door.
Yeah, and it's door 2.
Immediately, they began to discuss who would go through it. Not us.
So who should go through this door this time? We don't need to be discussing who's doing behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we go through the numbered doors.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point. Hmm.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Very well. Would anyone like to volunteer? I'll do it.
The first to speak was Seven.
I'll go too.
Then I suppose I need to go too then. Junpei followed suit, which meant Lotus was, by default, the third member. 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 20. 2 plus 0 is 2.
All right. Well, we're taking off.
Okay, please be careful.
Sorry, you're dying. Bye-bye.
We're all dying.
Jesus, you two are acting like you're married. You know that?
Oh,
June blushed.
She makes this fucking pose all the time, dude, and it's like I can't get over it. It's like the tee.
It reminds me of like the opposite direction of the Monica pose. You know, do you know the one?
Yes.
Where she's like,
well,
got
she like
her-
has scoliosis.
She's like leans forward. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So me. I saw this funny little like webcomic thing. So you know how on when we were doing Persona 5, there's like the weird like in the anime, she has like the weird fucking back pose.
Right. Yeah.
Like it was so this fun little webcomic where it's a Takemi giving like doing like just normal physical for An, and he's like, Miss Takamaki, you have scoliosis. You're gonna die in 3 days.
Oh my god.
I don't know what happened, but your spine is so fucked up.
Like you will die soon. You inform your parents before you go.
Because, like, bro, how does she do that? Like, I understand femme fatale, but, like, bro, what?
The world may never know.
And so did Junpei.
Oh, yeah. So did Junpei.
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
Perhaps in an attempt to hide his emotions, he quickly turned away to pull the lever on the red. The door opened. As they'd come to expect, there appeared to be a short hallway on the other side. All right, let's go. Lotus was the first through the door.
Yeah. Well, let's do this.
Seven was next, and Junpei brought up the rear.
beep, beep,
Beep, beep, beep. Well, where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it.
There it is. It's right there.
Fortunately, it took them only moments to find the dead. It had been placed just inside the room, right next to the numbered door. They gathered around it and quickly scanned each of their bracelets.
Well, it stopped.
Yeah, it stopped. Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Seven and Lotus were breathing hard and fast.
Whew, man, I'll get used to that. I'm not sure it's something I want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing. Damn right. All right.
Junpei looked around again.
Well, this hallway's pretty short. It's got 5 doors. 3 on the left. And only 1 on the right. Oh, don't forget the one at the end of the hall. It's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're going to get anywhere.
After taking a look around the room himself, Seven spoke.
All right, let's get started. I think we probably better split up. You two okay with that?
Yes, no problem. I'll kill the boy. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure thing.
Hmm?
And I'll take this one first.
Seven nodded to them and stepped into the room closest to him. I'll try the one next to it. At last, Junpei was left alone.
Well, I guess I better get started too.
He looked intently at the remaining 3 doors.
I think this would be a pretty good place to stop for tonight since B does have
Yes.
to.
I have to go to bed.
Yeah, B
I had
has
to go to bed
bed.
20 minutes ago, but
Yeah,
it's
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
fine.
sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I didn't push for you to
Yeah.
stop, so.
Let's just go ahead and do this. All right, thank you all so very much for watching this stream of 999 or this VOD of 999 if you're on the YouTube side of things. We will be back on next week on Wednesday
Wednesday.
for what will probably be the penultimate episode of 999.
Yeah. Well, because tomorrow, because next week I won't have work the next day, so we literally can finish this and maybe even
Like
finish
halfway through the
all of
next one.
true
Yeah,
ending.
maybe we'll see.
We'll
But
see.
yeah,
We'll see what
it'll definitely at minimum be the penultimate.
Right.
But you might be wondering, wait, why aren't you doing anything on Saturday for this? Well, it's because one, I want to play XCOM on Saturday, and two, yeah, if you have seen on my Twitter,
We're
yeah, we are starting our actual play series over on B's Twitch, which well, technically your Twitch and your YouTube, and your YouTube is just always
Yes.
linked in my description. So, yeah, there's that. But we would greatly prefer you watch on YouTube. No, shut up, game. We
Why
greatly
do I?
we greatly prefer if you watch on the Twitch side though. So, because that's the more important side of the two streaming sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I will also just like for anyone who's curious, we will not be interacting with chat.
Yeah.
I mean, people obviously who are playing are more than welcome to type in chat to answer people's questions or anything like that, but I would really like it even if you're talking in chat. Just know that we will not be acknowledging you because we are trying to stay in the play mind. So.
Yep. Just normal actual play stuff. So, yeah, if you like
Yeah.
D&D, if you like TTRPGs, we greatly appreciate for this project to succeed.
It would be really fun because I've been working on this campaign for over 2 years.
Yeah.
So we've been building it, and finally we found a time
That works
to
for
do
everyone.
it.
Yeah,
And
that works.
I'm
Oh
very
wait, we
excited.
forgot to say. Other players are other VTubers.
Seven,
Yeah, we got
seven. Yes, we got Seven the Vampire. We have Keith the Dinosaur Boy. We have Reyes.
the isopod, I guess.
Yeah, Reyes the Isopod, the Eldritch Isopod, and then we have Frank the Duck.
Yeah, Frank, who is just around sometimes. He's here in chat a lot of the time. He's in other chats. We've done some collabs with him on Reyes' channel as well. So, but yeah, let's see who is on. It will probably just be Ray that I want to raid, but let's see who's up here. We got Red Muffler Man. We got Ray. Let's send it over to Ray.
Oh, Ray already hit his next goal, I think, of followers.
Nice. Well, let's just go ahead and send it over to Ray. Anyways, /raid.
I think. I don't know. It says that he is 63, but on his stream it says he has 66. It might be lying to my
It's just Reyes_Ian or Reyes Ian?
Reyes_Ian. Here, hold on. Because I have him up on my side, so I can just. I think because I'm a mod, I might be able to just.
Oh no, I got it. Hang on. Send it. There we go.
Woo!
All right, yeah. I'll see you all on Saturday, both for D&D on B's side and for XCOM 2. We're the Chosen over here on our side as well. See you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.